Sauta was born in a village where everything had a place, and so did every person. Farmers farmed, bakers baked. Children grew into the paths their parents had walked before them. No one questioned it. No one wondered if the path they followed was truly their own. Neither did Suda, at least, not at first. He learned early how to nod, how to agree, how to fit into a mold shaped long before he was even born. "This is who we are," they said. "This is what we do." And Suda, eager to belong, tucked his dreams deep into his pockets and walked the road they pointed to, without ever asking where it truly led. Years passed. Suda became everything he was expected to be: a steady worker, a polite neighbor, a quiet son. On the outside, he was perfect, a living proof that tradition worked. But inside, something restless scratched at his ribs. Late at night, while others slept peacefully, Suda stared at the dark ceiling and wondered, "Whose life am I living?" He couldn't remember the last time he chose something because he truly wanted it. Each step felt rehearsed, scripted by hands that were not his own. And slowly, a quiet ache began to grow, the kind of ache that didn't scream, but refused to disappear. One evening, while walking the familiar narrow streets, Suda heard a song. It drifted from the edge of the village, wild, strange, full of colors he didn't recognize. Drawn like a moth to a flame, he followed it. There, by the old river bend, stood a traveler. His clothes were worn, his voice cracked with the weight of many roads traveled. Suda watched silently as the man sang to the night without caring who listened, without fitting into any mold. The song wasn't beautiful. It was raw, real, free. Something inside Suda cracked open just a little, and for the first time in his life he asked himself, what would my voice sound like if I dared to sing my own song? If this light speaks to something inside you, subscribe and ring the bell. Maybe it's time to stop hiding your own. That night, Suda couldn't sleep. The song kept echoing in his chest, shaking loose dreams he had long buried. He thought about the farmers' fields, the bakers' ovens, the carpenters' shops. The same roads, the same walls, all safe, all expected. But now they looked different, smaller, not because the village had changed, but because Suda had finally seen beyond its borders. What if belonging isn't about staying where they put you? What if it's about finding where you truly belong? The questions burned hotter than any fear he had ever felt. And somewhere deep inside, a stubborn seed cracked open, reaching for the first light it had ever tasted. At dawn, while the village still slept under heavy blankets of habit, Suda packed a small bag. Not because he hated his home, not because he rejected the people who raised him, but because he realized love isn't obedience. Love is truth. And the truth was, he couldn't stay in a life built by someone else's dreams. With trembling hands and a heart pounding louder than any drum, Suda crossed the old bridge at the edge of the village, a place he had never dared to step beyond. No map, no promises, only a silent vow burning in his chest. I will find the life that belongs to me. The road ahead wasn't clear. It twisted and turned, dipped into valleys, climbed steep ridges. There were days Suda doubted, nights he wanted to run back to the comfort of the known. But every step away from the life they built for him was a step closer to the life he was building for himself. He wasn't running from his past. He was running toward his truth. And somewhere beyond the hills, beyond the fear, beyond the old songs, Suda knew, real freedom is not given, it is claimed. What part of your life is waiting for you to choose it, instead of just living what you were handed?